I'll continue my coverage as I get new information. Reporting from Springville, Pennsylvania, I'm Madeline Edwards with SBU TV. However, many of the university's plans are still unknown due to the unpredictability of the coronavirus pandemic. Still unknown exactly how much money students will receive in their refund. Stay tuned on SBU TV for more updates on the student room and board refund. From my home in Springville, Pennsylvania, I'm Madeline Edwards. SBU TV will continue to keep you updated as more information is released. Reporting from my home in Springville, Pennsylvania, I'm Madeline Edwards. The motion is being voted on April 17th. For more updates, stay tuned on SBU TV's social media. From my home in Springville, Pennsylvania, I'm Madeline Edwards. Will fall semester 2020 begin online? St. Bonaventure University administration says it's not impossible. I spoke to University Chief of Communications Tom Missel to hear what is in the works.
What if for some reason we have to continue to go online in the fall, to continue that, which wouldn't be as difficult for everybody that's returning, that would be returning, because now they're used to it.
He continued to say there is concern about the freshman class adapting to not only online learning, but the Bonaventure community, especially considering some of them could have possibly only ever been to campus for a tour. I also asked Tom about the future of orientation. He told me that as of now, the event is still on. He encourages the future class of 2024 to continue to sign up on the SBU website. Tom said to check the orientation registration page frequently for any changes. He continued to tell me the university is still in the early stages of developing future plans as things continue to change with the COVID-19 pandemic daily. Tom also said when planning, they have to keep in compliance with the federal and state government, as that will affect what protocol is for fall semester. However, many of the university's plans are still unknown due to the unpredictability of the coronavirus pandemic. Stay tuned with me on all of SBU TV's social media sites for updates of what's going on at St. Bonaventure University. From Springville, Pennsylvania, I'm Madeline Edwards.
Definitely having graduation. We're going to have commencement. Dr. DePiero has promised that.
No date set for graduation after being postponed amidst the coronavirus pandemic. I spoke to University President Dr. Dennis DePiero to find out the plans for the future of graduation.
I heard schools canceling commencement. I told our senior team and others, we'll never use the word cancel. It's postpone, because this is an incredibly important moment in the life of our graduates and the lives of their families.
Commencement will still happen according to Dr. DePiero. He intends to hold a full ceremony. The date of the event is still unsure. He said until the COVID-19 pandemic is under control, the university will not choose a date for commencement. He also said he's working with SGA President Laura McCormick to come up with a plan for a mimic graduation weekend.
We want to keep as many of the original senior activities that we normally have, candlelight ceremony.
Laura told me she's working with SGA and the senior class officers to prepare activities for graduation weekend. However, she didn't give me many details as the plan is still in its beginning stages. I'll continue my coverage as I get new information. Reporting from Springville, Pennsylvania, I'm Madeline Edwards with SBU TV. Check out our social media pages for updates about SBU and the COVID-19 pandemic. By the end of the month, St. Bonaventure University administration plans to have their policy in place for student room and board refunds. I spoke to Chief of Communications Tom Missel for a breakdown of what will be considered when calculating how much each student will receive. He started talking about the men's and women's basketball teams.
Basketball players are the only fully scholarship, athletic teams that we have. Some of the bigger schools and the Power 5 schools have a lot more than that, but those are the only two sports that are fully scholarship. Though that's tuition, room and board. Those kids wouldn't get any refund.
He said if you receive aid that goes towards room and board, that will affect the amount you are refunded. This may include federal student aid or any other type of aid. The amount will be configured by how many days or weeks were left in the semester when the students were sent home. Students were asked to leave between the 20th and 23rd of March. I calculated from March 24th to May 14th, the last day of finals, is 51 days, including weekends, which is a little more than 7 weeks. However, it's still unknown exactly how much money students will receive in their refund. Stay tuned on SBU TV for more updates on the student room and board refund. From my home in Springville, Pennsylvania, I'm Madeline Edwards.
I have not learned one thing since I stepped off campus.
Students still struggling after being online since March 16th. I spoke to junior Catherine Duffick about her experience.
I find myself kind of forgetting to do a lot of stuff. I have a to-do list and I try to stay on top of everything.
She told me it is difficult to keep organized with all 5 online classes. I ran a poll on my social media sites and found that 50% of my Instagram voters and 36% of my Twitter voters are struggling with classes. After failing once in Faculty Senate, Student Government President Laura McCormick works to propose a new policy for pass-fail.
It's really the thing I hear most, and something that students have been very vocal to me about.
One proposal would allow students to choose a pass or fail grade up to a week after finals, but the decision is permanent. Past classes would count towards graduation degree requirements and satisfy future course prerequisites. The other proposal would institute a satisfactory or no credit system. Satisfactory would correspond to a grade of a C or better, and no credit would correspond to a grade of a C- or lower. Satisfactory grades would count towards graduation and degree requirements and future course prerequisites. However, both options would have to be approved by the student's academic advisor. The motion is being voted on April 17th. For more updates, stay tuned on SBU TV social media. From my home in Springville, Pennsylvania, I'm Madeline Edwards.